Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If your lawn sprinkler controller is more than 5 years old, give us a shout today. We'll come out and take a look, give you a evaluation, get you set up for a new Wi-Fi enabled smart controller. We can monitor this from our office for you. Give us a shout. We'll come out and take a look. Let's upgrade your controller. It'll save you water. We can save you up to about, we're averaging 47 to 51% with our clients. Feedback we're hearing from us. So give us a shout today. We're glad to come out and take a peek. Talk to you soon. Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project, you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations. Made with love for you.
Of the NASRA Blanchard's towing Xfinity Series. Brady LaBeouf will win the championship and the race in the Butt Kicker 250.
Keith Bradley gets his second championship on the Friday Night Series with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Season 8. his rookie season, he will win the championship for the concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Well, after a couple of weeks off for the holiday, the new year is upon us. We now welcome you to coverage of the NASRA Cup Series presented by Premier Racing Setups and TLC Incorporated. We're at virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Super Speedway Atlanta, and we welcome you to tonight's coverage of the ServPro 225 round number 10 in the inaugural season of the NASRA Cup Series. I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside is Biggles Dean Hopton down in Australia, I guess I could say. And Dean, we're ready to see what happens here. And one of the things that we've been bragging about in production, pre-race and whatnot, 9 racers in 9 events have won on this series so far. Amazing that the competitiveness of this series, no doubt.
Absolutely, Wesley, and welcome everybody tuning in. There's some great all support out there for everybody. Thank you much, Joshua Suss, as well. The broadcast did look great, and it's going to look even better in the 2025 and here in the NASRA network. But yeah, look at those names: Jeff Merck, Greg, Michael, Matt, Keith. That's not a law firm, Wesley. That's drivers that all won the race. And Charlotte Indy, Tyler Truex, Brian Chu. Who will win tonight? I hope we get another winner. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Yeah, that's a massive law firm, if you will, as I say jokingly. But everybody is getting ready to go here at virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway, and the field is set. Let's take a look at the starting lineup as Jordan Durasic will be on the pole in the 06. Octavio Rondeletto from Argentina, winner last night, as a matter of fact, of the opening playoff race at Michigan for the Xfinity Series, make up row 1. Brian Chu, Buzzy Mongold making up row 2. Andrew Alzewski and Michael Larch, who both have won this year, they're on row 3. Richie Joplin, Matthew Garrett, row 4. Justin Clapper, Jeff Merck on row 5. The Butcher, Lenturo Lamperti, and Tristan Bruce there will be the first 6 rows, Jacob.
Dean, it is Matthew Robinson, Adam Newton, Jacobs Racing tonight there, my friend. Shane Trotter, Jeffrey Johnson II will be lining up next to him. Brandon Broadfoot, Dean, the Dean of Dean, Galliano, Jacob Reeves, here he is right there on the 19th place there with Tony next to him.
Yeah, rest of the line will find Joshua Corner in the 16, Jackson Wade to the 96, Cody Nod to the 26, Chase Albright will be in the 49 machine, followed by the drivers of Robert Walton in the 66, Bobby Grant in the 14, Gerald Poole in the 6, and that's the way they go for their lineup. Close to 27, 28 drivers ready to go racing here.
And there they are at the moment.
Hey, look at this. On board cameras, you can see on board, look at this. Brandon Broadfoot on the top left from the quad box. Bottom left is Jeff Merck. Top right, Justin Clapper. Bottom right, Octavio Rondeletto. Put that cell phone down, buddy. It's about time to go to work. And, of course, as you can see, Jacob, it's amazing how you can watch all of the different ways that these guys iRace in their iRacing rigs in their homes and their offices, and see how they're all unique. Everybody has a different way of doing things.
You got to stop calling me Jacob, Wesley. that's twice now.
Did I say Jacob? I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm used to working with Jacob Reeves.
Well, yeah, and
I'm
you
sorry.
will be again on Friday night, I believe. You will be joining us again for the Consensus Police Survivors. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be working with Jacob on that one. So Jordan Jurassic will be a fun one. In the lead of this one to lead the pack there as the safety car, pace car, will peel into pit road, and we'll get old Bob's TLC restart zone.
Let's say a little bit about Atlanta. Atlanta Motor Speedway. This track has been reconfigured multiple times since 1960. This track is 1.54 miles, 2.48 kilometers, 28 degrees of bankings in the corners, 5 on the straightaways, and from 52 feet, it's now down to 40 feet wide. In racing groove as the green flag flies, we're underway. As the field works in that TLC restart zone for the initial start. Time to get it started here as Jurassic will be the man to lead him down into the corner, into 1 and 2. Chew behind him. Alzuski will follow, and they're quickly funneling down the back straightaway from double file to single file quickly into turn 3 there, Dean.
Yes, so they're not risking it for the biscuit too early, although a couple of cars are going down on the inside apron there. I think that's Lampetti, actually. He's dropped 6 places. Yes, that's right. He is down in 17th place. He took to the apron, wasn't too comfortable with that start, and elected to drop back.
Risk it for the biscuit. I love that. Jurassic will lead them on the opening lap. By the way, this race, 225 miles, 165 laps just around dusk. Nightfall settles in as right now we watch Jurassic. It is Chew, it is Alzuski, it is Mongold. They're 1, 2, 3, and 4. Behind them, though, littered side-by-side racing as they funnel into 1.
Check out those weather conditions, 2 miles per hour and 66-degree track temperatures, and it will cool down a little bit in the evening here. Believe it or not, I had a race at Phillip Island that I was broadcasting just the other night, on Monday night actually, here in Australia. It was 45-kilometre-an-hour winds, which is, you're getting about 30-mile-an-hour winds on the track. It was insane. It was pushing the cars everywhere.
Yeah, we're kind of looking at it right now, and it's 64 degrees outside, sim temp. Track temp is about the exact same thing, clear skies. As nightfall settles in here in hot Atlanta right now, we're in the opening laps. This is, of course, stage 1 here at the ServPro 225, and Jurassic is in the lead. Brian Chew, though, right behind him. We're looking to go all the way to lap number 40 for stage number 1 there. Jacob Dean is there working the back front straightaway. Watch him again. And another lap on the board here is that number 6 car. Looks strong going back into turn 1.
Yeah, exactly. For these next gens, lap 40 will be stage 1, and stage 2 will be lap 90, and then we'll wrap it all up with the barn start on 165 there. 3 sets of tyres, 100% fuel capacity. I believe for the viewers out there, fuel mileage, 20, at least Trish and Bruce has given some information out there. 20 gallons, around 63 laps on a full tank. Thank you very much for that. That's quite a bit. So you'd expect them to go to stage 1, no problemo, pending no cautions, I imagine.
Jurassic in the lead. It is Chew on the inside. He's right there. Alzuski will follow. Single file, first 3 cars. Then you got the outside lane starting to pick up. There's the man, Michael Larch. He's got company with Buzzy Mongold. These guys go side by side. Watching along as Garrett and Newton as they work back to 4.
This is fantastic so far. Good driving, allowing enough space. No door banging. Jacob is the door banging download man himself. He's down there in 21st place. You can start to see a pack starting to split there. We have 2 packs that are formed, and I'll just pull that track map up for a second for everybody to also see that at home. There it is. They're on the backstretch. Look at that. So it's back down to, I think it is in, where is that? Brandon down there in P14. He's the lead of the second pack there. I was going to call you Jacob, Wesley.
Yeah, it's all good. Right now across the line, look at this. We got a Packers fan, by the way. Beautiful looking Packers car. As we watch now back across the stripe, Larch now going to show his opportunity to go to the lead in the 2. Here comes Jurassic on the bottom. He's hung out to dry. By the way, we're streaming now in 2K quality on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And look at Matthew Garrett go to the outside, looking for the lead off 4.
Yeah, I was going to try to do 4K, but just couldn't quite get just enough bandwidth for that one, so sorry. But it will look good on your phone or your television or your screens. On the big monitor at this racetrack, it would even look good. Look at the TLC number 4 there of Adam Newton, of course. Bob's big sponsor on that one. Thank you, Bob. Get the sprinklers going, of course. And, well, we're cleaning up a lot of that snow, isn't it? I just get in there and get your plumbing and all that sorted out, mate, when all that snow melts. The water's got to go somewhere.
Matthew Garrett. Adam Newton, Michael Larch, Matthew Robinson, Jordan Jurassic. It is Clapper, it is Chu, it is Alzdowski, it is Merck, it is Mongol. Your top 10, that's the way it stands right now.
Yeah, a little peep on that Merck always. Jeff Merck always keeps us nice and entertained when he is racing. As you can see, the man from Florida. They're starting to get a little loosey-goosey right now there, as some drivers are starting to flirt a little closer to the fence. And I think I saw Adam Newton actually giving a little bit of a love tap to the fence just before there, Wesley.
Working off of turn 2 to the back stretch. Look on the high side. That's Garrett. 10 laps into it. Working lap 11 when they come to the line. Don't forget to subscribe and like. As Garrett, Newton, and Robinson, Clapper, Merck, top 5, all in a shuffle as they work to the 4 corner down to the line. Look at Newton, TLC colors on the number 4. He'll say, whoa, boy, it looked like he bounced off the wall there. He'll hold on to that second spot, but Clapper's coming hard on the inside.
That's the second time, yeah. He's out there and flirted with the fence, but unfortunately the fence has rejected him. His dance partner can say, no, not yet, mate. As they're going to cross to start another lap. There's those race details again. Of course, we're going to get to stage 40. It looks like we're going to get stage 40 pretty quickly here at the moment if they keep at this pace there. Wesley.
Look at Garrett. That GM number 19 Chevrolet in the lead. He stays to the outside. Open the door down to the bottom lane, but Merck can't get something started. There's Jeff Merck in that camouflage number 60 machine. Driver from Punta Gorda, Florida. Let's watch and see what goes on to the bottom. We're on board with also Justin Clapper. Clapper and Merck right there amongst one another.
Yeah.
As the Manawakan, New Jersey driver is giving a chrome horn to the 60 of Merck, pushing him to the inside, but can't get around him yet, as now Garrett throws the block on the lead on the bottom lane.
Yeah, go left or top or the inside there, Garrett. Make up your mind pretty quickly, otherwise you're going to be door banging everybody else around him, and he elected to go up on the inside line currently. I'm Justin Clapper. Got to concentrate when you're in this situation because you're door banging everywhere, mate, and a little bit of a turn, it gets a little loose. Just like that, mate. It could be in the fence. So I love the concentration from the drivers.
Clapper now moving to the inside. Got pushed right there, giving a big shove to Merck. Jeff Merck stays in tow as Garrett stays locked to the outside lane. He's got Newton with him. Meanwhile, here's another pack of racing going on. I believe this is Brandon Broadfoot, Dean Gagliano, Joshua Corner. There's Brandon Broadfoot.
We can see your computer.
Got a Packers fan here. Got a Packers fan in that Green Bay number 18.
Yeah, that's the second pack. I wonder if the first pack's going to... they're not going to catch him because they can see on the track map, actually. I'll show you that. They're only separated by about a turn. I'm going to try to say a turn, like you guys say in American. Turn. That's it. Jeff Merck in the lead now. From Justin Clapper, Matthew Garnett, and Michael Larch.
Jeff Merck, Justin Clapper, Matthew Garrett, Adam Newton right now with Michael Larch, your top 5. 17 of 165 laps here at the ServPro. 225. Still plenty of racing action going on. Let's look at Clapper now. Back under the back end of the rear end of Merck. Gave him another shove. Still stays locked to the bottom. Jeff Merck, there's that look on his face. Calm, cool, collective. No. Trying to just stay in that line with the front pack.
Yeah, Jeff Merck's, sometimes you would have to say, he's certainly a colourful character, and he's always in the action, isn't he? He's always in the highlight reels as well, too. So some drivers probably might not be giving Jeff Merck a Christmas card. But Dawn certainly would. Dawn, we'd love to see you say hello out there in the chat, too. As they are still continuing, and they're all pointing in the right direction at full speed. I like that so far.
Not done yet as they go back to the outside. Look at Garrett. Newton, followed by Robinson up there in the 41 car. We ain't really mentioned him. He's up to that third spot. Then you've got Merck and Clapper rounding out the top 5. Down to the bottom. Here comes Merck. looks inside, goes after the front pack again. This time with a big help from the 63. He's got Larch behind him as well. All this pushing on the bottom, and they still hold in line as we're midway through the first stage here at Atlanta.
And I'm going to try to see something at the moment because my new Samsung Monster decided to put up some sort of screen optimization. I don't want that right now. It says it's going to run automatically in a minute. It's going to turn the screen off. Thank you, Samsung, for that. I really enjoyed you popping up messages with that recognition. All right, we're good.
Doesn't happen, but hit ignore.
I have to actually push the button behind the camera there, and I'm going to try to see everything in the action. All right. Yep. Okay, so I can see Jeff Merckx in the lead over Matthew, Justin Clapper, and Michael Larch. And yeah, they've all got some big gainers. You can see there on the bottom right-hand side there. A couple of 7 positions, 6 positions gained, and so forth. But it's all about where you're going to be at the end of stage 1 to pick up some crucial points, which I'm going to show you that at the moment too. There, we haven't had a chance to go over that just yet, but real quickly, let's have a look.
Yeah, remember, let's look at the point standings, and there it is. And we kind of hinted on the fact that there's been 9 winners and 9 events on the season for the NASRA Cup Series. However, there's only 7 full-time drivers. Some of those drivers that have won were part-time competitors, so they're not eligible for the playoffs. But there they are, 7 winners, and again, we're looking for a 10th different winner of the race if it happens, or will somebody finally break through and become the first multi-time winner? Now, I will tell you, Brian Chu is a multi-time winner of the season, but he won a non-points duel at Daytona. All right, get rid of the graphic. Let's go back to the racing. As there you see the field working off 4, coming to the line. And another thing that you got to think about, 20-gallon fuel cell, roughly 63 to 65 laps they can go on a tank. Dean, I'm thinking we will not need to pit in the first stage unless a ServPro caution comes out, which I see right now being highly doubtful. This is a pretty lengthy green flag run. If a caution was not to come out, we could probably see these guys go to the first stage caution-free.
Yeah, poor ServPro, of course, our sponsor here this evening, would love to be a caution fest, of course, because they're going to throw up all the ServPro caution flags. But so far, so good for that one. But we will mention, of course, our fantastic ServPro for roof and restoration services that you're going to have. Jeff Merck in the lead there from Justin Clapper. This is still that first bunch of cars, second bunch of cars still back there, and that's still being led by Brendan Broadfoot. This will be interesting.
Let me clarify the first 40 laps. I'm hoping that they goes caution-free. But what I was trying to say was that they more than less will not have to pit in this stage, is what I was trying to get out. But right now, looking to work their way to the back straightaway, it is Merck and Clapper. Jeff Merck in the lead. Clapper right there in tow. So is Larch. And boy, look at these guys playing game. Oh yeah, look at Clapper. Clapper and Merck right there beside one another. Dear kitty.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, we said that one a little while there, Wesley. That's great. You can see fighting with the wheel there. Some drivers elect to really get that, the sensitivity in there and their setups and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like that, so you feel every little push. That he's like he's fighting a rally car right now. Justin Clapper.
Yeah, Clapper hard on the wheel. You notice him really fighting the steering wheel there. The man out of Concord, North Carolina, watching on, going after Floridian driver Jeff Merck. Larch is in tow. So is the pole man, Jurassic. Jurassic is back to 4th. As here comes Robinson going back to the 4th position now. Carrying Brian Chu with him. This works on to the back straightaway.
Makes me think of that song, Up to You, Mr. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you would.
Yeah. Jesus loves you more. Yeah, that song.
Yeah, who's a buy? There you go. That's one little bit of trivia. Oh, we got to do a music trivia about one time there, Wesley. Sorry?
And Mrs. Robinson, the song. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, who's the band?
It was the Bee Gees, wasn't it? No, it was oh my goodness. The Beatles.
No. Let us know that.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. My apologies. Simon and Garfunkel sing that song. There you go. I'm sorry. It took me a while to get back to it, but it's Simon and Garfunkel.
That's one.
Thank you.
After 3 attempts there, Wesley. Lap 30, 10 to go now, mate. Now you're going to start. Whoa! Merck gives a slam to the 41 into the fence.
Robinson.
Out of stop.
Robinson. Wow. Look at that. Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. What a save off the safer barrier. And Matthew Garrett right there with him to try to keep him in line. But as this happened, Larch went to the lead. Merck and Clapper, your trio of cars, have now pulled away from that second group now from fourth on back as they come to the line. Under 10 to go now here, Dean, in stage one. And that could have been chaotic right there a moment ago.
Yeah, good on you, Mr. Robinson. You definitely did a good save there and saved ourselves from the first ServPro caution with 9 laps to go now. Almost come to 6. There's a 66 running around the track a little bit further up. That's Robert Walton. He might have had a moment. I didn't quite catch him. Nothing in the race control messages, but they might catch him by the end of the stage break. We shall see. He's just a little bit further up the road. Yeah, Wesley, I'll show you that track map for everybody at home. The 66 goes down the backstretch, and we're about to start the backstretch with Michael Larch.
We're on the back straightaway, and you see now Michael Larch up in front. He is the man to now lead the way. Larch won earlier in the year on October 30th, right before Halloween of last year, round 6, and that was the race that my apologies, that was actually the 3rd race of the season. He won at Michigan. Ironically, we were at Michigan last night. The Xfinity Series. What a show that was.
I was talking to Jacob in the green room last night. Now, this is one for the chat I'd like to know, as well as you drivers out there. I did a broadcast just the other day on the iRacing Super Speedway. I didn't realise that it was a track. iRacing has its own Super Speedway built in. It's very, very long, longer than
Talladega. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Huge banking elevations, about 45 degrees. I'm just wondering, anybody, your opinion on it. Your opinion, Wesley, and anybody who's driven it? You guys like it? How come we don't include it?
I did a broadcast a long time ago from the iRacing Super Speedway, and if I can remember correctly, it was like, I want to say that it was like 30 degrees of banking. I think it's the iRacing Super Speedway. I'm trying to think of it, but it's like a monster racetrack. Yeah, it's like spanning 3 miles in length, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's almost 3 miles long. Banking is at 30 degrees in the corners. Definitely, you never let off the gas. I think you stay on the gas the entire time. But I'm trying to think about, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say it was during the COVID time, actually, Dean, I did a 6 hours of 6 hours broadcast, an endurance race from the iRacing Super Speedway, and I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
It's my first attempt at it the other day, and well, of course, from a broadcasting perspective, no, I don't drive, and I thought it was quite good. It's also good for talking to the drivers and stuff like that, because you have such a long circuit. You know, when you have cautions, you know, we have a chat rather than those short tracks that we have. We don't get a chance to pull the driver in for a chin wagon. So, and high speed, and you can only do it with trucks or cars like this. You can't do an open wheel because of that you said that 35 degree elevation change between that and the inside apron. Your car would get stuck if it was low.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, though, Jacob. I'm sorry, Dean. I don't know if you know this, Dean, but the iRacing Super Speedway, when it first started, it was like a 3 mile lengthy. This is honestly that reminds me of as we come to the end of stage 1 here at Atlanta. The iRacing Super Speedway reminds me of like a big Super Speedway Martinsville. And why I say that, if you ever look at it, Dean, it's like long straightaways, drag strip straightaways, and then the paperclip turns.
That's right.
And that's exactly what Martinsville looks like at a half-mile scale. But I was going to tell you also, as we come to the line with like a couple of laps left to go here in stage number 1 here at Atlanta, that it over the years, it's also adapted to a Grand Prix track, a Roval track. There's 3 versions of Roval on the iRacing Super Speedway that you could run on. There's also a short track Super Speedway and a B short track version as well.
Oh, really?
So there's like now 6 or 7 different, type of courses you could use even after using the circle part of the track that got built. Yeah. By the way, we're closing in final lap
Yeah,
of
Michael
stage
Lutch
number.
on Jeff Merck. Look at that, just got a little bit of a push away. He's got about car length in front. Of course, they'll catch him pretty quickly. Is this a little slingshot maneuver of Jeff Merck to try to steal it? No, he's happy to stay there and give Michael a push at a double tap right now. Let's see if he's going to swing it out to the right. He needs a push from the 63 behind. Here he goes, going for it. Michael Lutch, Jeff Merck to take stage one, Wesley.
And Jeff Merck, Larch, Clapper, Jurassic, the pole man, will finish in 4th, followed by Joplin, top 5, Trotter, Alzewski, Mongold, Bruce, and Newton when they all cross the line. That's the way they finish in about 20 minutes of racing here tonight at Atlanta in the ServPro 225. Stage 1 will go to the Floridian of Punta Gorda, Florida's Jeff Merck. Proud to support the military, proud to support Old Glory, proud to be an American indeed. NASRA will take a break. We'll grab a word with Merck as they got pit stops coming up, and we get ready for Glass Mechanics stage number 2 coming up here in Atlanta. But here's a word first from our buddy at TLC. Take it away, Bob.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
So you see all the details about the NASRA 500, and that'll be a big one coming up on February 3rd through the 8th. Let's try to grab Jeff Merck. You just saw him pop up on the screen just a moment ago. And I believe these guys have already made pit stops.
Yes, they have. Michael Lutch came out just ahead there of Jeff Merck there. If she would like to grab our stage 1 winner, the Merckster.
Yeah, let's grab our NASRA Racing Esports buddy right there and bring him into the box. Always enjoyed talking to him. I know he's controversial. If not, some people like him, some people don't. He's my buddy. Jeff Merck,
Hey, Merck.
stage 1 winner, my man. Welcome to Atlanta. I know you know this track very, very well. What a way to get around here under the lights, sir.
Yeah, I like it. I'm kind of right at home on the super speedway stuff, but depends on who you ask, right?
That's exactly right, bud. I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody can give you any grief for the way you ran stage 1.
Yeah, it kind of played out the way I wanted it to. You really don't want to be leading here, coming to a win or a stage. You're a sitting duck. If the people that's kind of know what they're doing in these cars, it's pretty easy to pass. So I like how it went. We'll see how the rest of the race goes for me.
So listen, we're getting ready for a restart. Let's go back to a couple of years ago. You won your first NASRA C.O.P.S Series Truck Rookie of the Year title on the old Atlanta. Do you like the old Atlanta or do you like this new Atlanta better? And how do you feel like you're adapting to the car the way you are right now?
Yeah, it depends on what car you are. Like if you're in the trucks, I'd rather be old Atlanta. But then again, they changed the setup, so it's all over the place now. So it's kind of, I'd rather be new Atlanta now because it's more like a 1.5 mile super speedway.
All right, buddy. Good luck to the rest. But Jacob, you got anything? Dean, you got anything for Jeff?
No, mate.
Dean?
Keep at it. And thanks for having your camera on there so we can keep an eye on you whilst you're racing. And good luck for the rest of it.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Love it when he's got the tongue out, just going.
Yeah. Hey, it worked for Michael Jordan, mate. So
That's right, every
Jordan
time.
It worked for the Tasmanian Devil too. Thanks for your time, Jeff. Oh wow!
Get those sprinklers going there, Bob. We're about to start stage 2.
We're ready to go in stage 2. It's presented by, of course, the Glass Mechanic here at the TLC Restart Zone, and we are back to racing. This will take us up all the way. I think it's to lap 80. I think it is. If you want to pull up the
yes, sir.
This is stage
90.
2, lap 90 actually, lap 90. So we're looking at about a 45 lap green flag run here. I don't think we're going to see anybody need to come down pit road again. So this will be interesting. Pretty fair, pretty clean race so far. Honestly, Dean, got to give them props as they work off 4. Jeff Burke leads the cavalry off the corner.
Absolutely, and the Bruce family out there, thank you very much for tuning in. We've got Trip Bruce, Sharon Bruce, Trish and Bruce. They're all...
a lot of Bruce.
Yeah. They're all giving us information about that fuel. So 4.7 miles per gallon, I think it is. And we know that we heard that this fuel mileage is 20 gallons and around 63 laps. So it shouldn't be a problem. They've all gone in there and filled it all up there on lap 42 at the end of our stage break. So Jeff Merck back in the lead there, Justin Clapper, Michael Larch. The only difference is now, of course, that they've all bunched up again. So we don't have the 2 separate packs anymore. Brendan Brodford is running down there P15, and he wants to remain with the lead pack.
Yeah, big thanks to everybody for joining us here in the chat
Oh!
box right now. Of course, there is Brandon Broadfoot. You're on board with him on the bottom right and shuffled out of line.
That's on me. Sorry,
Get
Brandon.
back up on the track, buddy. Hold on to it.
Just as I started
Brandon
speaking about it and
Broadfoot's car.
pointing the camera on him, he goes a little twirly welly. Tristan Bruce now in the lead. So there you go for the Bruce Fems out there. Whoa. Jeff Merck almost got into the back. Of course, you want to push these drivers along. That's what they want to do. But you got to be very careful, don't you, there, Wesley? You don't want to get right on that little edge that calls that police maneuver kind of thing that they to turn cars when they won't stop on the road.
Pit maneuver.
That's it, yes.
The pit maneuver, as they call it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Don't forget about NASRA upcoming. Now, we still got plenty of racing, of course. We've got the DSR. We'll start it up and fire it up. You were a part of that one there on the Monday nights there with the duels that you
Monday
had there.
through Wednesday is my lineup, and then possibly on Fridays. But I will let everyone know that I think that we're working on a new deal for Thursday nights. Details will be coming out for that. But Goat Locker Racing has decided to turn their Thursday nights into a podcast show. So they're going to start doing a podcast for Goat Locker Racing on Thursday. So therefore, we are not covering any more of their iRacing events. We wish them all the best in their future endeavors. I know the Redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves, my colleague, was up in the broadcast booth for them, as you as well were too, Dean.
Yes.
And Friday night, we got Nashville, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Like, if you like short track racing, 5/8 mile Nashville, that's where we'll be at on on Friday night. And I'll be there with you.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely fantastic.
It'll be a fun
We got
one.
2 of the best in the business back in the booth. That'll be absolutely fantastic. I think I have that track. I hope I have that track. I mean, I have just about every track that there is.
It's a beautiful track, man.
If not,
Nashville Fairgrounds. It's not the Super Speedway.
Right.
It's not Nashville Super Speedway. It's the short track. It's the Lavalier, the Lavalier grandstands or the Cavalier grandstands, as I meant to say. Like, it's basically like that shielding over the grandstands, over the front stretch. And
I thought there's like cows and it's out in the middle of a farm or something like that, mate. Like,
No.
There's plenty of beef out there for the likes of Jacob and everybody else. I thought it may be one of those racetracks. What's his name? Cletus, I think it is. That's on big YouTube. Redneck guy from Florida, actually, that has his own little racetrack. He's very, very popular.
Yeah, that's the Freedom Factory.
That's the Freedom Factory. That's the one. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I've announced at the Freedom Factory before.
Have you really?
I announced at Freedom Factory before it was ever called that. It was called DeSoto Super Speedway in DeSoto, Florida, believe it or not.
Oh, I'm going to have to tell my brother that because he watches Cletus' show all the time. That's the only way I know about it because my brother says, hey, I watch it when I go.
No. Freedom Factory is what DeSoto Super Speedway used to be. Nonetheless, we pick up the racing here with Chu in the lead. Brian Chu in the 51. There it is. And that DSR electric entry Toyota down to the inside. Mark will follow. Larch and Clapper right there behind one another. They go door to door again, working off 4. holding their line, coming to the stripe, but it's still chewing the lead of the 51.
You know what? I'm surprised that our race winner last night, and here he is here, Octavio, right there. He's one of those drivers that
Octavio Rondaletto.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Just, I don't know, different cars. That's the beauty thing about this Cup Series, isn't it? It's all different cars. So the drivers sometimes really excel at certain cars and struggle a little bit with the others. But we'll find out. We've got plenty of time there, Wes.
And look at Octavio Rondaletto, man. Just kind of calm, cool, collective, being patient, watching his way. He ranks around the racetrack. And
Shane Trotter's gone in.
I love it.
Shane Trotter's gone in pit road all by himself. So I wonder if there's any problems or issues with that. Maybe is that a dog or a cat that needs to be taken outside there, Wesley? I hope you took your puppy for a walk outside.
I think that Chance Wayne is doing okay, buddy. We tried some shock treatment this afternoon, and let's say R&D didn't go very well at first.
What? 3 wide. Put the paddle for P3 here.
Yeah, exactly.
At the NASRA Cup Series. There's the 23 up the fence. That's not. That's the old Michael Jordan's number. I don't know what you're talking about there.
So Dean, we've got my puppy.
Yes.
He's a Shih Tzu, and he keeps constantly wanting to run out in the road. And the other day, I chased him through the damn neighbor's yard and everything else. He's just totally getting on my nerves. So I told him, I said, we got to get a shock collar for him.
No.
Exactly.
Geo-locked, right? Yeah, so as soon as he's out the front door, it goes...
Yeah, well, I don't know like that. I'm not going to constantly zap him. But anyhow, we were... my brother from Australia, ironically, because you're from Australia, Dean.
I'm from Wagga Wagga, right?
Yes, originally from Wagga Wagga, Australia. I don't know, but they live near Sydney, Australia now. But they come to visit me tonight. We were all just hanging out, me and Jackie and the dog and everyone else. And so we were trying to work on hooking up this, the dog collar. And my brother decides to stick it to him for R&D. It don't work until they put it on about a 6. And I'm like, okay, well, how is it not working on him, but it's not working on the dog? So we finally get it put on him and make sure she takes the plastic off to make the sound bars fix or whatever. And it's not working, Dean. It's not working. Dummy me jacks that thing up to 16 volts.
Oh, no.
And I turned it all the way up. I didn't realize what it was, honestly, people. Please don't turn me into animal control. It was not intentional. Yeah, it was not intentional. It was just turning up the thing to see what was it. Because, they got like they got 3 levels. They've got like the sound effects, the sound effects, the vibration, and then the shock. Well, I guess I turned up the shock. And I turned it all the way up sky high. And he had it around his neck. And when I...
Oh, Wesley, you're going to have to give me a picture of your dog, and I'm going to have to put some sort of like lightning coming around his collar or something like that.
If you're wondering why Chance Wayne is silent right now, I think it's because that shock of his life took the energy out of him, I believe. So I believe right now he's on the couch.
He's looking at you. He's got one ear up going, I remember what you're talking about there.
Yes.
All right, Michael Larchett. Oh, there you go. That's another story. They're tuning in, of course, for some fantastic stories. Well, these drivers are all keeping it polite and kind, you see. So we got a chance to talk about Chance Outland.
It's Chance Wayne Outland. You're exactly right. Yes, get it right, my friend. Yes.
Well, there's a Dean, and there's the other Dean, of course. Congratulations to the Dean last night, too. The man from Canada won a stage break as well. So
yes, sir.
Come on, Dean. Let's see if you can get yourself. Tell you what, it's a good name. It's a fast name, so you should be able to get some good results here this evening.
This is the TLC Incorporated NASRA Racing Cup Series presented by Premier Racing Setup. Say that 3 times fast.
This is the TLC backwards. Oh, yeah. I can. I do my vocal warm-ups before we go. Like in theatre, my friend. Seashells by the seashore?
Yes, red, yellow, red leather, yellow leather. Yeah, red leather, yellow leather.
My vocal coach, also my director for theatre, many times, always would go through that sort of stuff, mate. I always do warm-ups before you perform on stage. Same thing as well, too. You're just a professional, Wesley. You probably don't have to do warm-ups, but I try my best. I'm just producing, mate. I'll let you guys do all the talky talks.
Well, we got a guy with a problem here. Shane Trotter says horrible headache.
Oh.
Couldn't do it anymore. Had a really good car. Well, then why'd you quit, Shane? If you had a headache, you should have just took your mind off of it. Mind over matter.
Oh, it's staring at a screen, mate. Or if you could be in VR, it could be a little bit frustrating for you. So.
Well, he's out. Shane Trotter is.
That's why we saw them.
That's the race, matter of fact.
That's why we saw him go down pit road. We're kind of wondering what happened. And thanks very much for tuning in and letting us know there. And I hope you can get your head down and try to get some rest there and start to sleep off that headache, mate. Don't pull this up on a big screen. Don't pull this up on Joshua Sauce's big monitor that he was talking about.
Normally people that have headaches a lot have big heads, right? I mean,
no.
It's
Where did you get this from?
I'm messing.
We got 2 packs again, Wesley, just to pull up. But this time we got a pack that goes all the way back to Bobby Grant. Tell you what, Bobby Grant, that sounds like you definitely have a NASCAR racing name with that. I love it.
Yeah, man.
It's the first time I've seen Bobby Grant this season.
Bobby Grant's like Harry Grant, right? I mean, it's just like a famous thing.
Certainly is. And Bobby.
Hey, let's go side by side. We haven't done this in a while. Everybody, just stay with us. We're going to take a break, thank our sponsors, and we will come right back from Atlanta.
Well, we have it right there, mate. We got the Premier Racing setup.
Oh, that's right. We have to talk. My bad.
Yeah, we have to talk there, Wesley. It's about the Premier Racing setup. What you need in the car.
I'm sorry. I thought that we'd shut up and let the commercials run, but no, we actually talk about Premier Racing setups, and a big thanks to them. By the way, 15% off of your order if you contact them for your iRacing setup help, and another 15% goes into NASRA. And another one coming up. Hey, by the way, look at this, the NASRA 500. Look at this coming up.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
Boy. Can we go side by side? Can we show the graphics for that? There it is. Yes, sir. February 3rd through the 8th. I'm already understanding we got close to 100 people already signed up, not 50. That's hashtag fake news. It's double now. And, of course, going to be preliminaries, all cool events leading up to the race. February 3rd through the 6th. The duels on the 7th. And, of course, the 8th will be the big event. 500 miles, 200 laps around virtual Daytona, the Great American Sim Race.
It's always Daytona, isn't it, Wesley?
NASRA 500.
Well, that's right. The 500 used to be presented on the podium before they all went belly up. So we're now taking over that one here at the NASRA Network. Why not? We've got the best commentators, and hopefully soon to be one of the best producers. Once I'm getting the internet quicker and all that sort of jazz. I'll try to get those pictures.
Oh, you're the man. Come on, Dean. Yeah, seriously, you're the man.
I study my opponents, mates, and I see where we can improve, and there's always room for improvement, just like anything. So, we are going to get there. Of course, 2025 is going to be huge for NASRA, and that will be a huge event, so make sure you sign up for that one, as you said. Jeff Merck, back in the action here. Andrew Lowski, my friend, if I pronounced that one correctly. Alzewski is up into...
Alzewski.
I think I'm getting mixed up with Jurassic as well.
Yeah, you're getting Jurassic and Alzewski mixed up, brother, but yeah. Anyhow, Alzewski's got to win earlier this year, so...
That's correct.
Anyhow. Don't forget to hit up, subscribe, and like. Didn't you say you were happy the other night we passed 800 subscribers?
Yes, we are. We're actually up to 800 and something like that. It's like exponential growth, like you see those YouTubers and stuff like that. You know, all of a sudden you're watching them back when they had 500 subscribers, and all of a sudden they have 5,000 and then 50,000. There's all your previous race winners, as mentioned. What isn't always the Talladega 500? Or we had the Indy 500.
I mean, we had the Hangover 500 at Thanksgiving at Talladega, but I mean, it's usually, we did Atlanta Christmas. We did that at Atlanta Motor Speedway, but I don't know, dude. It's always Daytona is that's the creme de la creme.
That's where you get a kiss from the cock, isn't it? Didn't they say that they're going to revamping that one with a new Daytona movie?
There's talks of a new Days of Thunder too, yes, and supposedly the riders at Paramount and NASCAR are in negotiations of making it be what it's going to be. I guess I don't know. So,
hey Wesley, do you want to try something here? We've done it before, and we know that.
Crank it up. We're going to crank it up.
No, not to crank it up. We can see we've got a handful of laps before we go to stage 90. And we're on our Glass Mechanic stage 2 at the moment, and that'll end.
Hey, we're at lap 72 right now.
He's going to murder us, but how about we pull Jacob in for a chat? Here he is here.
Cool. We're brave as hell, aren't we?
Yeah. Jacob doesn't mind it sometimes. I mean, if you want.
Now can officially say your name right, and I can
There
say his
he
name
is.
and not have it wrong.
He's running in the middle.
So let's check him on. Let's check on Jacob Reeves and see what's going on with the man from Blue Line Racing, the redneck announcer. I'm going to tell him it's your fault. You told me to bring him in.
Well, just quickly ask him if he wants to chat to us.
Further, before we go any further, Jacob Reeves, Dean told me to, but I didn't want to bother you. But how's things going in your life right now?
Everything's going good right now. We're trying to get Brian Shue and Adam Newton up here at the front, see if we can get Blue Line Racing up here at the front. It's kind of chaotic right now, but everything's going good so far.
Can you cut on your camera? Can we see you in real time racing?
I ain't got it hooked up yet, so I can't. It's actually for the broadcasting station where I got the camera at, so I don't have the camera for the racing rig.
I got you. Don't take your hand off the steering wheel. It'll take away all that momentum you have going for you. So, how do you feel this race is going for you here at Atlanta right now, Jacob?
I mean, I love this place. Obviously, we talked about it last night with the Blanchard Xfinity Series. Got my win here, and the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series earlier this season for season 9, and home track, home state, Peach State, and really like my chances of drought. Everything's been calm so far, so that's the only reason we're up here trying to help the teammates. If it looked like it was going to be chaotic, we'd already been back there at the damn back and wanted to stay out of all of it.
That's what I kind of figured. I figured it's been kind of a quiet race so far, man. No problems on the racetrack.
Hold on that one.
Soon. Look out, buddy. Hold on, Jacob.
Hold on,
right
Jacob.
In front of you. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Jurassic and the 4 crashing in front of Jacob Reeves.
Did you get much damage just then, mate? And we just saw that. Are you all right?
See, this is why I don't like talking to drivers, Jacob. I'm sorry, Jacob.
It wasn't Jacob's fault, but the wreck happened up the road from Jacob.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, you think we're
You
all right,
think
mate?
you're all right?
We'll
You
go
hope
on
you're
board
all
for you for a second. Give us a little hand wave. Your steering's pointing.
I'll tell you what, while we're in here, look at the front of it, see what it looks like.
Adam Newton, by the way, and Jordan Jurassic that crashed in front of Jacob Reeves live on the air.
Yeah.
You can't make this up. Every time, right? I mean,
sorry, Jay. Yeah, we didn't mean to. But you're okay. You're comfortable having a chin wagging to us, right? I mean, that wreck, you weren't a part of that. Well, you were a part of it, but you didn't cause it.
If he would have said, Wesley, you're an SOB, I'd have been like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
It is what it is. We're just going to go ahead and just, double check everything and just make sure that the car's fine and it's not tore up and everything. But I'll say this, one thing about this, I guess I can throw my announcer's hat on a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to me no more.
It's turn 3 right here. No, it ain't that. It's just this turn 3 going into turn 3, under caution and even under green. It's one of those crazy things. I mean, it's completely different than anything that we do. So,
that's crazy.
Actually, I got 7 minutes optional, but somehow or another, it still looked like that it was going to be good to go. So we'll still gas up and we'll still try to soldier on the best that we can anyway.
And we're going to soldier on to a pit stop to save us from what the devastation that we have done to our buddy Jacob Reeves. Jacob, thanks for your time, buddy. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Not a problem. Appreciate it.
We're not going to bring no other drivers in during real time anymore. Let's go to a break. We're back with more from Atlanta in a moment.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project, you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TL.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Oh, make sure I moved to the right place. Welcome back to Atlanta. I moved our producer by accident. I'm sorry.
I was like, Wesley, I could hear drivers chatting, going, your voice has got really, really deep there for a second there, Wesley. We do have a quick second. I want to go over and have a look at that crash, of course, by the Pops replay of Jordan. That's all happened just ahead.
Better hurry up. They're coming to green.
Yeah, I know they are. Bang. Oh, that was at full speed, my friend. Let's go back and have a look at that real quickly.
Here it is. Yep. Talking about how perfect everything was going on in the race. And as soon as I uttered those words, yeah, right, Wesley, hold my beer. That's Atlanta for you. Look at that. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Multiple cars involved. Jurassic. The 4 caught up in it also. Adam Newton. Jacob Reeves did get a piece of it, but I think he says he's able to continue. And Dean, we're able to continue in what will be 10 laps to go. Richie Joplin caught up in the accident, but we're ready to go here. It's 10 remaining in stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic.
Yeah, exactly right there. And that's going to be a huge shattering sprint to the end of this stage 2. And let's see, Michael Larch. We've got Tristan Bruce. Go, Tristan Bruce out there in the fence. Matthew Robinson. You know that I'm all about new drivers getting stage wins and stuff like that. Wesley. But overall race win, I'd like a new race winner. But hey, stages are up for grabs. Go for it, guys.
Michael Larch up in front now. He's the new leader. There's Justin Clapper. Remember Matthew Robinson earlier had a little problem, smacked the wall, got right back up on the high horse again. Look at him driving.
Keep driving,
as they work into the corner.
Driving.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, keep rolling. Michael Larch, the number 2 there. That's the Ford. Don't blow up, please. You know, sorry, all the time I'm talking on the other, the supercars, the Gen 3 supercars, and the Australian series. The Fords always blow up, mate. But not Michael Larch's.
No, it's actually... No, you actually got a valid point. Look at Michael Larch now. And now look also at Jeff Merck. Right there, back into the top 5, top 4, gets around Brian Chu. Is that Modelo? That's the Modelo beer on the top of the hood of the car of Robinson, isn't it? Doesn't it say Modelo?
We'll have to ask Jacob.
It is Modelo.
We'll have to ask Jacob on that one. He wouldn't know. He's probably got a beer in his hand right now whilst he's driving. Remember this, Wesley. Remember what we heard from Jeff Merck. He said, you don't want to be at the front.
It's natural light.
Speaking of Merck, he's around. Oh, hold on to it, son.
Hold on, Jeff. Hold on, Jeff. Hold on, Jeff. Stay on the bottom. Look at the way he ain't got his tongue out now, but he's definitely cringing on the wheel. Oh, boy, from the penthouse to the outhouse and not even having any toilet paper to boot.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
Did they have toilet paper back in the outhouse days, my friend?
At the outhouse days,
yeah, get the old leaf. 5 to go. 5 to go. Mr. Wesley, who wants stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic?
Very true. Definitely. Man, oh man, Larch in the lead. He's up in front. As stage 2 winds down, Larch in car 2, ironically. The natural light colors of Mr. Roberts in second. And there, of course, Bruce in third. Schumann in right now, your top 5. It says Pelican Coolers.
Proudly made in the USA.
Proudly made in the USA, yes, sir.
Yeah, I just stopped my eyes from automatically flipping the image, because apparently your eyes do that. They receive it upside down.
Come on, Pelican! You remember the movie from, remember Scarface?
Yes.
Look at the Pelican fly! Come on, Pelican!
I don't remember
Natural bite grab. Okay, so it's not natural light. My apologies. It's natural bite.
Bite.
Yeah, natural bite grab.
There you go. Tristan Bruce is giving a natural push. Matthew Robinson up there, so go through. I can hear the Bruce supporters are screaming from the audience right there, row 17.
Sharon Bruce is coming in right now. Oh boy! Hold on there, a little aggressive. Got to kind of reset. Laps are winding down. 3 to go here in stage number 2. A caution will be coming out.
ServPro one too.
Yes, ServPro caution number 3. It'll be for the end of the stage. We've only had one on-track incident when just a moment ago we were talking to Jacob Reeves and interrupted his life, and then there was a wreck.
He said his repairs, were 7 minutes or something like that, but he's come back out there.
That's right.
He kind of said, like, I'm going out there and I'm going to give it a shot, and Jacob currently at the moment is...
What he said with that beep.
He said it with the
taking out what the beep is, right?
He's running a P19 at the moment. He did say this is going to help out his teammates at the moment as well. The Michael and Matthew show with Tristan Bruce and P3 on the penultimate lap of stage 2. So,
final lap this time by. Here they come, and they all get swallowed up by the back. The leaders were single file, and they were in their own little world. Now they've got ran down by Tristan Bruce, by Brandon Schumann, by Brian Chu, Robert Walton. Here they all come to the back straightaway. Final time, Dean of stage 2. Glass Mechanic here at the ServPro 225 in Atlanta.
Yep, this is it. This is the time you see those moves take place, and Tristan Bruce could be very much sticking his nose in here. Tristan Bruce could have the stage win. He does. Bingo. Wow. Brilliant.
3 1,000ths of a second at the line. Tristan Bruce over Michael Larch, and it will stand. Tristan Bruce with 10 stage points. 10 all the way down to 1 to 10 stage points go to him. And it is Tristan Bruce winning stage 2 here at the ServPro 225, by the way, presented by Glass Mechanic. What a job for the man out of Denver, North Carolina. Wow.
Wow, that's just exactly right. He took the page out of Jeff Merck's book and said, you got it. When it's time to get your move done, you wait till the last possible move. It slingshot around. The 23 says, thank you very much. Michael Jordan's up there in the stand says, exactly. That's a slam dunk of a move. Tristan Bruce gets to stage 2.
What a slingshot engage moment, no doubt about it. Let's grab him real quickly before he comes down to the pit lane and starts making his adjustments. We'll get him real fast, but first we're going to step away, take a break. We'll hear from TB next from Atlanta. Stay with us.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. You got a outdoor lighting, landscape lighting system. Maybe we installed it. Maybe it was there you inherited in your house and you want to upgrade it. Now's the time to give us a shout. We'll come out, take a look, evaluate what you do have, tell you what you could have. Give us a shout today for all your outdoor lighting needs. We'll talk to you soon.
We're going to let Tristan finish his pit stops real quickly, Dean. So if you want to, throw up the graphic for the Great American Sim Race again.
Yes.
February 3rd through the 8th, getting ready for Daytona. That'll be a big one. The NASRA 500 presented by the Glass Mechanic. There's all the details. There's all the information. And I am sure one man that will be signed up as well is the TB, Tristan Bruce from Denver, North Carolina. Tristan, what a job, man. What a comeback here to get around these guys in stage 2.
Yeah, that was really fun right there. I had my best buddy Schumann behind me. We're not teammates, so we're not in the same Discord talking tonight, but we have that chemistry. I knew he's right behind me, and I knew he was going to help me get the stage win. I really wanted to peek to the outside and try to get it on the outside, but then top 2 were just, puppy guarding the outside and going into 3 on that last lap. I knew that was my only opportunity, and I knew Schumann would push me, so really glad that worked out. It's a really good race so far. The setup is handling very, very nice. But yeah, I'm glad I'm up here. We got stage points in both stages. We're having a good night.
Kind of a quiet race right now, Tristan. Do you feel like the fireworks are on the horizon here in this 3rd and final stage?
Yeah, absolutely. That first stage, it was a pack of 12 or 13 of us in the front pack, and I mean it was wild. We were making moves for the lead the whole time. I stayed back roughly about 12th or so that whole time, but was able to finish 8th to get 2 stage points in the first one. But oh yeah, I think that NASRA chaos is going to show out here in a little bit.
As Our former colleague, Mr. Stephen Bartlett, used to always call it NASRA Chaos. Jacob, you got anything? Lights off
Dean.
On the pace car. Dean hopped in. Dean, we're ready to go, ball. Ready to go.
Trish and Bruce, good. Thank you very much for the fan club out there. We love everybody chiming in there. You even got the Bruce and Carl, I call it like pit lane, giving us all the information about fuel strategy and all that sort of stuff and how many laps.
Yeah, my dad likes to know all that, so gotta let the viewers know.
Thank you. Good luck, mate. Race win could be coming your way here. You just got to get it done.
I hope so.
65.
Good luck, Tristan. Have fun, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Tristan Bruce, ready to go, of course. We'll see what happens. We are going in to stage number 3 now. Yes, we are. Stage 3. What's Tristan Bruce going to do? Of course, the man right there. Ready to watch what will take place for that driver as we get you set for the 3rd and final stage. Oh, and by the way, listen up. This will take you to the finish. You're looking at about a good 75-lap run. There's a possibility of a green flag pit stop. Settle in for this home stretch of the race. We've only been racing for about 50 minutes, but now it's time for the long haul to decide the ServPro 225. Back to the TLC restart zone, and we're back underway.
And let's see, Brian Chu now in the lead there. He's got to hold off that Michael Larch, Jeff Merck, Tristan Bruce now. We've said Merck's got stage 1. Tristan Bruce has got stage 2. Who wants stage 3, race win? Coming your way soon here. And in 2K. That's not 2,000 subscribers. Wesley just said the other night.
Yeah,
it's 2K resolution.
That's right, in 2K. Let's do it. Off the corner. Brian Chu in the lead. Look at these guys getting right back up at it again. Merck inside. We saw how good of a car Jeff Merck had. So is Tristan Bruce. There's your stage winners on the bottom of the racetrack behind Robinson in 2.
I think it's going to start to get a little bit more messy of that NASRA chaos that Stephen used to say, as you mentioned there, as we get into we are in the 3rd and final stage. Don't forget, we did mention over there in those standings as well too, which I'll pull up in a second when things calm down. But look at that, all those different winners as you'd mentioned. And we know that Tristan Bruce has won a race before, but he kind of a little padlock next to him because he's only a part-time driver. But it's a quick one.
There's 9 winners of the 9 points events of the season for the NASRA Cup Series. 2 drivers are part-time competitors, meaning that they're not eligible for the playoffs, but 7 are. And right now we see Brian Chu up on the outside, Merck on the inside. They both won this year. Here comes Brian Chu. A matter of fact, if I'm thinking about it, Dean, he was the winner of the most recent race before the Christmas break, December 18th. He won Talladega. He wins this one. He's the first back-to-back winner, and he is also a 2-time winner of the series.
There you go. That's perfect. You caught that one. He got the Dega under his belt, which is one of those tracks you always want to win. Now you need Atlanta, mate, under your belt, and exactly. I think it's past you, Mr. Wesley. Sharpest tool in the shed, Mr. Wesley Outland. And there he is, right there.
Up on the high side, there we go. Chu up on the top. Here comes now Merck on the bottom. Working inside. Here comes now Tristan Bruce with Robinson, with Clapper up on the outside lane. Here comes now Chu. Chu with Larch and Schulman. And here they come. Working in mix, all 4. Here they come to the line. Side by side as we're closing in on a century grind in Atlanta next time by.
Justin Clapper's been standing at the back of that 41 machine of Matthew Robinson for some time, and somehow they're like some missed twins. They can't be separated again. He's staring at because we know about that natural bite. Oof. And you can see he's still fighting the steering wheel, but not as much after they come out of that pit lane before Freshy's on there. But no doubt when we get to about 60 odd laps from now, he's going to be throwing that thing around. Look at that. He even has to release his hands off the steering wheel because he's probably gripping it so tight that the rest of
your fingers. Look at Jackson Wade. Look at Jackson Wade, Dean. Look at where he came from. Jackson Wade now up to 5th in the K1 Speed 96 machine. He's won earlier this year. He's up in that mix up for 4th now. He clears by them as they go to the back straightaway as you see the blimp view high above Atlanta going to 3.
Yep, that's exactly up there. I hope you're not afraid of heights there, Wesley. Jackson Wade, you caught it. 17 positions gained there as well. And just up ahead from it's Brendan Schumann. He's gained 20. Wow. Right place, right time to be up the front. You don't want to be right at the front, but so far, the drivers that have led the most laps just before the checkered flag comes down the stage breaks, mate, have conceded that position to somebody else behind them. So let's see if Brian Chu's going to be well aware of that one and not want to yield it to anybody else behind him. Push comes to shove on lap 165.
It is Brian Chu up to the lead, launched to second. Here they come with now Schumann, the Dr. Pepper entry. Wouldn't you like to be a Dr. Pepper too? On the outside. And with the help of the 96 of also Wade, he'll move now to that spot behind that car as they work the back straightaway.
Can't stand it. So, I'm not a fan at all of that. It's like medicine. That's why it's the doctor, mate. It's serving me a bit of Dr. Pepper medicine tasted soda. But each to their own. Christian Bruce back at P5, Justin Clapper, Joshua Brian Chu messing around there with Bobby Grant. A little bit further back, there's Jeff Merck behind him. And Brandon Broadfoot as well. We can keep an eye on him. He's always driving in the VR, as you mentioned there, with the green. He's a Packers fan, I think you said that was.
Oh, yes, and the 18 car. Dick Gagliano was the Packers man. There he is. By the way, the playoffs began for the NFC and AFC wild card for football this weekend.
Guess he's back in. Guess he's back.
Go figure my Pittsburgh Steelers are going to get kicked out in the first round with them damn dirty birds.
Your team.
The Ravens.
Oh.
F the Ravens. That's all I'm going to say. F the Ravens.
It's your team.
Being very nice.
We got,
Pittsburgh, my team. Pittsburgh Steelers.
I was going to say, I thought you had beef.
Yeah, we got beef. Yeah, F the Ravens. Somebody pluck their feathers. That's all I'm going to say, right?
Look at Jacob back up through this field. He's noticing some repairs, remember. We saw that, his front end. But he said it wasn't too bad. And the car is pointing in the right direction. You can see the steering wheel. He's on the bottom. I have to fight too much. So good on Jacob for giving us a bit of a chat there while you saw that big wreck happen in front of him. The only wreck that we've had for the ServPro portion. That was it.
Yes. Large in the lead, the number 2 Ford up 5 spots into the top spot. Schumann up 21 positions, by the way. The second for the Chrome Racing number 52. Look at Jackson Wade up 18 spots for Phoenix Virtual Racing, the 96 Ford, the third. Then it's Matthew Robinson. Then it's Cody Knott. What a run for Cody Knott, Jacob, in fifth.
Dean, again.
Purple car on the inside. Pulse poppers.
Yeah, good on you. And Cody Knott, of course, if you are not aware, is one of our the owners here at the NASRA network and does all these graphics and stuff like that. He provides us with all that sort of stuff, as well as he's got, he's a family man, he's a dad, he's got a lot on his plate, and he manages to always find the time and race as well, which is great because when I can't produce, he has to come into the booth and produce. So I love to give him the chance to get out there.
We had 2 producers to fill in for you last night. Did you know that?
Yeah, on the DSR Electric, yes, we did. Yes.
On Monday night we had Timothy Hammond and we had Cody Knott on Monday.
Hats off to you, gentlemen. It's a lot of work behind the scenes, and especially to step in. I do this all the time. Yeah, so make sure you go back and check that out as well. I was tuning in actually, mate, when I was at the car repair there. I was watching it on my phone. My brother goes, check this out.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. The producer actually gets to sit down and take a look at the production that he normally produces.
Absolutely, there's Cody. So he's getting a bit pushed. I'm sure you want to be pushing the bosses around here, mate. Same with the boss man Brady. He gets a little bit of push.
And by the way, Cody Knott, there he is. Brandon Broadfoot behind him, and Cody Knott out of Madera, California. And I know he lives in California. Got a couple other people from California. I think of Raul Meza, some other people, and I would be remiss to say that our thoughts and prayers are not with you. We are thinking about all of y'all that are being affected by the wildfires and the hurricane winds in California.
Oh, we know about that, mate. We have a lot of those bushfires. Whoa, 3 abreast here. As you can see Cody up on the inside. There's the 52 in the middle. The Dr. Pepper machine has been traded in for a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi, that one. But yeah, bushfires are nasty. You don't hang around with them. It's the wind speed that just comes all of a sudden. Like, oh, it's in the distance. 30 minutes later, it's at your doorstep. So do not mess around with bushfires because we have them a lot in Australia, and thankfully at this moment we have a wet summer and not a ridiculously dry, but we are aware of them. Very dangerous, and stay safe.
So JCR JWL is back, whoever that is. I think it's Jurassic. It says it didn't go how I wanted, but got the pole in first race back since the TC NASRA merger. Hoping to race again in this league again when I have the time. There you go.
That's John Jurassic. He has retired from the section.
That is Jurassic. He has. Jurassic is. There was an awesome article with the door banging download with Mr. Jurassic, and he talks about Jordan Jurassic talks about the his iRacing endeavors, but personal stuff. Being in the Navy, I think he's in the Navy.
Oh,
he's overseas. So I think they said he was in Tokyo or Korea, something like that. So our thoughts and prayers with our military, and of course with him.
Josh, Greg McConey last night was talking about his family in the Navy as well. So absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you to our men and women of our services, and Jordan Jurassic. Check out the door banging download, everybody, with Jacob Reeves, and he's got a funny show. For sure, a funny episode with him.
He gets in there, and I love the "We Got Beef" segment.
We got beef.
He's featured me on there, of course. I always have beef sometimes on iRacing, a lot of little things that they could do better, of course, from a production point of view. As Merck's in defense a little bit there, but you know what? That's only because I'm striving for perfection. I expect that iRacing every once in a while, takes one or two of those fantastic programmers aside and helps us with the broadcasting kind of aspect of it. I know that they're always focused on motor racing, so that's what it's all about, of course, from the drivers. But every once in a while, I'd like one or two people just to come and do something about a broadcast. Merck's on rampage right now, mate.
Yeah, and again, as I said, praying for all the families impacted by the devastating wildfire center. And by the way, I just want to say this. It's in Los Angeles. It is in Los Angeles. The city of Los Angeles is literally burning right now.
Yeah. You see the planes and stuff coming in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are getting snowed in on the East Coast, and they're getting burnt out on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, for sure. I mean, it's definitely, I'm speechless. 117 of 165 laps. When they come back around, we are in stage number 2 here at Atlanta. And Gene, I don't want to jinx anything at all, but this has been a very calm, cool, collected, very strategic, slow race, man. We've not seen anybody gun it or do anything in desperation. This is what you got to do here to make it to the end of the race.
It's going to blow my train whistle on that one and say all aboard, absolutely. The train ride here for the NASRA Cup Series is being good. That 51's got some spark coming out of it. That's Brian Chu. So I wonder if he's got some damage on that. Remember, Brian Chu was in the lead of this race. We were thinking of talking about him. We can get back to back on that. Wesley, don't you go jinx it. He should be good to go to green. As soon as you talk about it, you bring it up, and then bang, something happens. That's just the rule.
You brought Jacob Reeves in, the driver, and called him to crash.
No, he didn't. He crashed. He's in P7 at the moment, so whatever we did is working for Jacob. He might end up winning this race.
That's true. Wow, what a way to go for him.
With damage too, as we know, because he couldn't have got all those 7 minutes of repairs done whilst he to remain on the lead lap. So keep an eye out there for the 57 download machine there of Jacob Reeves. He's up 12 places, so just hit the fence at the moment. So I'm stop talking about him. Michael Light's in the lead, Wesley.
So we are closing in on lap number 120. When they come to the line, they're on the back stretch right now. It is Michael Larch in the lead, Jackson Wade in second, Robinson Merck, Grant top 5, working off 4 through the tri-oval, coming back to the dog leg, back to start finish, and everybody just kind of, it is a funnel out into turn 1 at speed, single file, nose to tail, stay on the conveyor belt, stay in this conga line, and don't jump out of any order right now as you walk into 3 again.
Here's your elevation change from the gyro cam. It's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. I don't know if you've ever heard of that saying. My dad said that the other day. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And you see if you can figure that one out there, unless you guys use it in the States.
Well,
6 to 1, half a dozen the other.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta is 28 degrees. Look at how big 28 degrees is. And another thing, the racing surface is not as wide as it used to be. Remember, it used to be 55 feet long. It's now 40 feet long.
Oh, somebody just took what did they do? Bring the wall in closer?
40 feet in the water. Yeah, they shrink the retaining walls.
Ah, okay. The safety barrier probably added a little bit more ServPro cautioning to it per se there. I like how it's painted green, but that's I think they should do a little bit more elements. You know how the tricky triangle, of course, there, what turn 4, all that sort of stuff that they point on there. That's from an Aussie looking at your the heart of American motorsport. That's what I'm looking at that as a spectator going, man, I'd like to see a little bit more like fun and sponsorships even on certain turns.
If you look at the graphics and the way this track is ironed out, pictured, it looks exactly the same. When Atlanta was redone, this is what it looks like.
And Miami does blue, right?
It reminds me a lot of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Reminded me when they redone Kentucky Speedway or when they redone Atlanta, they put the walls up like Kentucky, because remember they used to have the green walls.
I don't remember, Wes. You're talking to the person here that does at least know what you guys did, because I've only got into this in the last couple of years. Thanks to NASRA allowing me to broadcast. That's when I remember I used to road racing a lot, so I'm not used to it.
I got you.
So you guys teach me a lot, and I do appreciate that. And not just you in the booth, but the whole community here at NASRA. So I'm learning. I'll get there, mate. But I'm still in the shallow end of the pool.
Shallow end of the pool. Well, don't end up on the deep end.
I gotta learn to swim before I can jump in the deep end, mate. When it comes to motorsports here in the Americas, here's one for you: slip one past the keeper, mate. That's another little saying that we use in Australia because we play cricket. The keeper being the guy that catches the ball.
Right.
You guys, what do you call the guys that catch the ball in baseball?
The catcher.
Okay, slip one past the catcher then. That'll be a reference. That means the catcher's missed it.
If they slip one past the catcher, it ends up to the shortstop or the left fielder, the center fielder, the right fielder. What?
No, it'll be in the fence behind the catcher, right, where the referee is. If you slip past the catcher.
Yeah, that would be, yes. If it slipped past the catcher, it would be behind the dugout. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm learning something new about baseball as well. We're in cricket season in Australia. That's what I'm talking about. Michael Larch in the lead there from Jackson Wade, now up 19 places for old Action Jackson. And he could be in a very good hot seat zone here to get this race and win that chat there. Hey, Bo Tiffany's out there in the chat. G'day, Bo. I'm seeing you on the racetrack.
He is. Got a good run going for him. Still looking good right now. Still kind of staying in position.
Santa Bright Schumann, a new pair of glasses. Ooh, we got beef out there in the chat.
I got a feeling pit stops are about to happen here any minute. Also,
you think they can't? I thought that well, let's check with Trish and.
It's between 63 laps, so I got a feeling if somebody doesn't try to go for an undercut, I think pit road's going to open here around lap 135, 140.
Trish and Bruce's father would know, mate, because he's the one that's crunching all those numbers out there that Trish and mentioned there in the chat. So please let us know. I'll tell you what, the Bruce family must definitely let us know when they're expecting somebody to come down to pit road. Adam Newton sat in pit road for a long time. Not sure of where Adam Newton got damaged there, but unfortunately his car, the TLC, is all dinged up.
Yeah, don't you remember? Adam Newton got caught up in the wreck whenever we were trying to talk to Jacob Reeves.
That's right, sorry. My apologies. That's a long way to go, mate. My memory can't remember back 20, 30, 40 laps. I'm an old man. Back in my day. Here we go.
Anyhow, I got a feeling between lap 150, 155, I think we're going to see pit road open, unless we get a caution.
What if there's a crash in pit road and you can't go down pit road? When are we going to allow these drivers that there be collisions in pit road? So then you have to try to duck in. Interesting. We'll see. It's sold out here, Atlanta, because they go, hey, Wesley's announcing this race, and bang. You can't even get a scalper's ticket out the front gate, mate. It is jam-packed, sold out there for this man here on the comms. Wesley out and out. The voice of NASRA. Right here, mate, and he'll be joining us again on Friday night, of course, tuning in for the Concerns of Police Survivors at the track that I own.
Yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Jacob Reeves will be in the call for that one, but I guess I am the veteran voice of the NASRA racing series.
You've been doing it for a while, right, mate? You said at least since the COVID days, right? I think.
So when NASRA was created, when it first started, I was the guy that came up with the name, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Me and Derek Fulton. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you knew that, but the name NASRA, the North American Sim Racing Association, came from me and Derek Fulton. And then, of course, I left for a while, and I came back as an anchor with LSR TV's coverage of NASRA. And then, of course, whenever it switched over to the 360 network, 3 years ago, I think I'm going to my 3rd year now, being as anchor with the network. So, me and Tyler Dittmer worked some races, and William Dittmer, I think it was his name, William Dittmer, I think it was. So, or William Tiller, I think it's what it was. So, anyhow, man, I've worked with a lot of people. Been a lot of fun. And I'm still here. So, nonetheless, we rock on.
Yeah, you're still standing. Let's have a look really quickly and check out those cams live. There you go. So
I'm Elton John. That's right. Yeah.
Octavio's there racing. He's chatting away. I wonder if that's in Espanol, if you can lip read or not. We know somebody did post a little vamos at the start there. I think that was Martin. Justin Clapper, of course, there. Brandon Broadfoot. He doesn't look like he fights the steering wheel as much. Everybody has their own kind of sensitivity on there. And I love that too when the IndyCar drivers talk to Formula 1 drivers and they say, they go, when's the last time you've driven without power steering? Because they don't have power steering, of course, in Formula 1. They have power steering in Formula 1. They don't in Indy.
Well, listen, Dean. I want to know where Justin Clapper got that NASRA Cup Series flag from.
Oh, wait.
Because I want one. Yeah, don't you see it? Put it back up on the screen.
Yeah, I'll throw it up here in the right-hand corner.
I want one. Look at this. Look at this flag in the background.
That's true. Justin Clapper.
Where in the hell did he get the NASRA Cup Series flag? I want one.
He might have got it from Justin White.
In my bedroom.
Justin White, of course, is the man behind this NASCAR Cup Series. We'll talk to him about that one.
Well, Justin White, I want a Cup flag. I want a flag.
I think you only get it, though, Wesley, if your first name is Justin.
Yes, I do. For sure.
Yeah. Well, Justin Clapper talked to Justin White, and Justin Clapper talked to Knock the Fence, hopefully, as we saw a little bit of action up the road there.
You got to pick the right time to talk to Justin White, right? We don't want him to.
Oh yeah, no, he's in race control at the moment and racing as well too. Is he? No, he's not racing. Race control. He's in race control. So, but where is Jacob Reeves? Back down to P22 now. Not quite sure. Nothing.
It is. Yeah, man. Yeah. See what we done to him? You see what we did to him?
I blame him.
He's down to 23rd.
Wesley's put a shock collar on the booth, okay? So he pushes a button and I get a little bit of a zap every once in a while. So I got to behave myself.
Oh, wow. A shock collar? Is that what you said? A shock collar?
It's like you push a button. You push a button and then I just go quiet for a second. I'm grinding my teeth.
You ain't never going to let me live it down.
I won't now, mate. You can't. One thing that I will remember, I won't remember what happened last week in a race, but I will remember what happens to the Common Fox.
And you remember me shocking the dog?
Yes.
It was unintentional.
Oh, yeah, they always say that, don't they? Unintentional. Oops, and you keep pressing the button.
All I remember is everybody, remember if you ever get a shock collar, make sure you put it down on the bottom numbers, not the top.
Yeah. Look up.
I really thought that I was turning up vibration or the noise, the thing.
And you're going to see in all the comments and everywhere you go to buy a shock collar, and Wesley Outland's name's in there going, this is a great product. I really recommend it. But do not turn it up to level 13 or 14 or 17 or whatever it was you pressed.
You mean 16. Don't turn it up to 16.
Yeah, there you go. Jackson Wade maybe turning it up at the moment to Michael Larch. Wesley?
Joshua called me the shock master. He just patted me on the back behind me and said I'm the shock master. So, yeah. Grab me a Pepsi, too. Let me Pepsi in a life.
Oh, no, it's Dr. Pepper, mate, if you were sponsoring the Dr. Pepper.
Oh, no, I'm a Pepsi Cola man. I'm sorry. I'm a Pepsi Cola man.
Let's back a bit further, Matthew. Justin Clapper.
I ain't drinking that nasty water you got at Folsom either.
It's Brandon Schumann that's drinking that Dr. Pepper at the moment, running in P8. 50 positions gainer. Hey, he's a big gainer. Bobby Grant is a big gainer, as you can see on the right-hand side. Jackson Wade, a big gainer, and in a good spot here of 25 to go there. Try to pinch this one away from Michael March. Just give a little bit of a pinch and say move along the side there. Tell you what, P2, P3, don't count out Jeff Merck as well, too. That's the old Merckster, mate. Push comes to shove, you can get the race win anytime.
We're watching all this right now, hitting here with 24 to go. We are in the home stretch. So remember these long green flag runs, and that's what impresses the hell out of me, Dean. This race has been a lengthy green flag race, and we are now setting our sights in to under 25 to go now, 23 when they come to the line, and Larch is up in front. Now here's something to think about. We mentioned when we came on the air there have been 9 different winners in 9 races. Jeff Merck has a win. Larch has a win. So does Jackson Wade. He won at Indy. Okay, are we done? No. Grant is the first driver in the top 5 that has not won. Brian Chu would look to be a back-to-back winner and the first repeat winner if he pulls it off. He's in 6th. Justin Clapper has not won. Neither has Olszewski. He won back. No,
they're going down pit road. Sorry to cut you off, Wes.
Pit road. No. I told you. Remember what I told you?
Yeah.
I figured pit road was going to open between lap 140 to 155, and here they come.
You also told me that if you turn up my shot collar too much, I'm going to get a little bit of a spark. I think you just did that, though. Oh, there's beef at the pit road. Look at that. Justin Clapper comes in there. Hot there. He's just behind. That's a 96 pushing. He's like, get on with it, mate. The speed limit's a little bit more than that. And of course,
you know what? Justin Clapper, if looks could kill, he'd kill somebody right now. You see that look on his face?
Stare down as he gets to finally rest for 2 seconds. And
what do they call that? The stink eye? Give him the stink eye?
Yeah, mate. Michael Larch, Matthew Robinson. Now Brian Chu's coming down. Tony's coming down. This is expected. Jeff Merck, when's the old Merck's going to come down here, mate? And I think he's got to be a big call here. He's got Landry Orlowski's behind him there. The Argentines are a little bit further. Broadfoot, Trish and Bruce. I think the Bruce family is going to know when Trish is going to come down very, very soon as you'd be expected. Look at Jeff Merck's reaction. 20 to go, mate. Not come down just yet. We got you there, Wesley. This is going to fly, I hope. It's all good. No, I think the pictures are all good. Might have just lost Wesley there for a second.
Job.
Oh, we lost you there for a second, Wesley. Sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I was unraveling my cord, I guess. I'm sorry.
I thought it was your shot collar you're putting back on your dog, mate. But anyway, we'll talk about that. I'm never going to let you live it down. Go ahead.
Merck in the lead. And look at Olszewski, man. Look at these guys. Guys that were up in the front earlier kind of fell back. How about this one? Look at this, Dean. Ron Deletto. Here comes the showman. Yeah. Octavio from Argentina up to 3rd.
Yeah, let's get a little spy in on our man from probably the same latitude that I am, actually, in Australia. So he'll be going through his summer there in Argentina. My lawyer's from Argentina. Well, she's Panamanian, but she lives in Argentina. She loves the country. She's like
Santa brought Brandon Schumann a new pair of glasses.
Yeah, did you read that before I read that out? So Octavia's going to be communicating to the butcher as well, to Lampidi, and going. I mean, usually those guys go down there together, right? You know, it's like that song. We all go down together. They'll go down to the pit road together. Lampidi's a little bit further back, butcher. So we'll
I don't
see
know what song you're singing. I really don't. You've lost me.
And we all go down together. Something like that. Anyway. Yeah, now you're going to make me think about the song. Jeff Merck in the lead there. There's your track map as well up the top right-hand side. We'll have to post those links too for everybody else to tune in, because those fancy little statistic graphics and timing and all that sort of stuff, we can provide that to the public. There, Wesley. So you can, if you have multiple screens and stuff, you can also tune in and get all the juicy bits of information. And how long is Merck and Co. going to stay out, Wes?
And remember, some of these drivers have not pitted since lap 92. Can they go the distance? I just don't think they can. I really don't. We're going to see them have to come down and pull onto the pit road.
You have to talk to Cake about that. We're going the distance.
Yeah, because she's going the distance.
Yeah, that's the one.
Reluctantly lunch at the starting line.
I told you we're going to throw some music trivia at us. So give us a thumbs up and a like and subscribe if you do like Wesley and I going out little music puns, of course. It's because we've got 14 to go. Look at Jeff Merck's concentration there, Wes.
Well, the heat is on, as you said last night by Glenn Fry. We're ready to see what he can do. Jeff Merck right now is that driver. And he last time pitted was on lap 92. I wonder if he's hoping there's a caution, Dean, and if a caution was to come out, then this would, shuffle everything up. But right now, nobody is showing any signs of slowing as they come to the line. 13 to go here at Atlanta. It is Merck, Alzewski, Broadfoot, Bruce. Let's see here. Rondeletto, Lamperti, all right there in the top 5, top 6.
It's going to be really interesting 13 to go. Now, keep an eye on those little dots that are on the map that you can see. See the 2 on that backstretch? That's Michael Larch. That's the man that went down on lap 144. So, if these guys do go in, Wesley, they're going to look out for that number 2 machine.
No, you're exactly right. We'll see how it all shakes down, and we'll watch it. It's working down into the corner. Just watch one more time. Look at this now. Into the corner. Watch him now. Into 3. Into 3 and 4.
Matthew, we got other drivers going in. Sorry to cut you off there, Wes. We got other drivers going in.
No. We are seeing guys come to pit road, but not the front runners, though.
No.
And that's my question. Are they going to be able to go to the distance? There's Matthew Garrett, the General Motors entry. There goes Robert Walton in the 66, the Kodiak colors. But none of the front guys have pitted yet.
Yes, sir.
And they're working the back stretch with Jeff Merck up in front. Remember, Merck, and that is the only guy I can think of right now that has won this year. Everyone else could be first-time winners. That's something to think about. To the line, 10 to go here at Atlanta, and it's about to get hot.
You're wondering right now if you could read off Jeff. Look at his glasses there. See if you see a little reflection of the pit lane the fuel information. It's not going to show you, of course. I can't provide you that information. The beauty of iRacing forecasts is that they do keep it secret, because otherwise we could exploit that information to everybody else. And I wouldn't do it anyway, Wesley, to share that with everybody else, because that's there. The spotters would talk to the drivers and say, "Oh, we just saw on the broadcast that he has like 2 laps worth of fuel left." No, that's not the case. We don't know, Wesley. Only this man knows.
Let's watch him again, working into the corner. It's Merck in front. Jeff Merck. He won race number 1 of the season. You remember that? Where was that?
Mm-hmm.
Remember what was that, Dean? Daytona.
Yep. Daytona.
He won Daytona. 8 to go now.
Hey, he would like to win the big Daytona 500. I'll tell you that right now, wouldn't it, mate?
That's
because
right.
There's a big cash pool, I've heard, that's in that one. And the cream of the crop, the best drivers in the whole planet when it comes to... He's going in!
Yeah, see, they have to. Look at this.
Yep.
They have no choice. They got to pit. Roll the dice, indeed, is Rondeletto.
Make it stop,
Rondeletto last pitted on lap 93. He's got 1 lap difference compared to these guys. Merck and everyone else. Alzewski, Bruce.
Here we go.
They're
Here's
all
the show,
on
man.
pit road.
Octavio,
Here
you have the camera.
To go.
He knows he's going to have to go in as well, too. Joshua is actually seeing the number 16s in the lead of this race. I
predict, I predict I can go about 2 more laps. 2 more laps if they're on that same window, and they're going to have to peel onto pit road. We know this. I really believe the guys you're going to watch come to the front to win this race is going to be Larch and Wade and Clapper. Those are your men that are right now in the 13th, 14th position, because everyone else up at the top doesn't have got to... Now, actually, you know what? My apologies. Tristan Bruce is up to 8th.
Yes.
So if Tristan Bruce can see these other guys in the 7 spots roll the dice and come to pit road, Tristan Bruce is going to win this race. And here they come on pit road.
Bobby's
here
in.
Comes Bobby Grant.
Yeah, Tristan Bruce is here, all by himself. But all by himself.
Yep.
Tristan Bruce needs a little bit of a backup. Joshua's in the lead. Gerald's in. We're going to expect these drivers for 5 to go. You mentioned that one. Keep an eye on that track map. I know it's a little confusing with a lot of numbers, but you know your favorite numbers.
Watch the scoring pylon.
Yep.
Watch the scoring pylon for everybody that's watching at home, wherever you are. It's now Tristan Bruce. He's 1 lap down, but he would be the first guy on the lead lap. Buzzing Mongold peels onto the pit lane. So now it's Joshua Corner in the lead. Gerald Poole. Octavio Rondoletto is third. Latoro Lamperti is fourth. The drivers from Argentina, the Butcher and the Showman. 4, now make it 3 to go when they come back around next time by. And we know they got a pit.
Yep. Well, we Wesley's predictions. We're coming up. We're trying to think of a name for you, Wesley, to come up here on the NASRA Network. There's 1 going in, 2 going in. You're right. Joshua's in. Gerald's in.
No, you're right.
But Octavia stayed out. With 4 to go.
Rondoletto is going to be stubborn and roll the dice. He's going to try to do it as much as he can. Here he comes to the line. It's going to be 3 to go. And you're going to watch now Lamperti move to second. The Argentina drivers are now 1-2. Tristan Bruce is third.
Is he lifting and coasting here? You're so close to the line, mate. You've got to, don't you?
Look at him. He's literally lifting. He is coasting in the corner. He's got such a lead over everyone else. By the way, second place teammate is up 7 seconds behind him. So he can do this. He's coasting right now, right? He's cutting off the car.
Coming thick and fast, bud.
That's right. But these are all guys who lap down so he can get by them.
Yeah.
Here they come to the line. He's got 2 to go. What in the hell is Rondoletto going to do? He is now coasting like a snail's pace down into turn number 1, and then he fires the car back up to speed. He is trying all he can to salvage and muster all that's in the tank with that virtual Sunoco fuel to go the distance. Rondoletto is in the lead. What? Can he hold on? That's the question, Dean Hopton.
Yeah, Wesley, you're absolutely correct on that one. Keep an eye on that timing tower there. You see Bruce, that's the key. Look at that. 29.03, 28.92.
Right.
Every single time. That's 29 seconds. He can afford to go slow.
This is it, white flag. Remember, the Showman Rondoletto is 11 seconds faster than the Butcher Latoro Lamperti, meaning he doesn't have to go to full speed. Here comes another pack of virtual Thundering Herd coming after him. They smack off the wall. Thundering by him, totally clear by him. Look at Rondoletto. I do not believe this. Rondoletto might be out of fuel. He's coasting to turn number 3. Lamperti is starting to run down Rondoletto as they go into the corner. Here comes the Showman. Can he do it? He's going to be out of fuel, but he's going to win the race. Are you kidding me?
He has
This is why they call him the Showman from Argentina, people. The Showman has just won on a fuel mileage gamble of the ages that I have not seen in the world of iRacing in probably half a decade.
That is
unbelievable.
Yeah, you called that there. Unbelievable. You can see the big smile on his face there. I don't think he even realized himself there. Wesley, he's just done it. He's coasted it. He realized the gap was all he needed to get the job done. Got the job done.
Look at the smile on his face.
And yeah, you talk about a showman. Sorry, Magic Johnson. I think we've just got some Magic Octavio.
Somebody just chimed in and said, holy crap, how did he do that? LOL, unbelievable. I think he's literally saying, how did I do that myself? Because, folks, he was out of fuel. You could literally tell when he came down the back straightaway on the white flag, he had no power. He literally was mustering that momentum for all he had. Remember, you're going up the banking. That's 28 degrees of banking. And if you notice on that last lap, Dean, he went to the top shelf, right, where Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa.
Yeah.
And the eggnog, too, because Christmas is over. And he went down to the bottom of the apron. And when he did, he carried all that momentum coming across the start-finish line. Octavio Rondoletto is going to be, by the way, the 10th different winner in 10 races. 10 different winners in 10 races in Season 1 of the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups. Holy camole, mama, put me to bed. Let me have some nana pudding first without the bananas. But this was a good one.
Yeah, he just waved it off. He just waved it off and said, look, I'm done. Okay, curtains up. It's too much for me. Back-to-back wins as well, too. If you'd like to go over those results there, please, Wesley.
It is no curtains 1, 2, 3, just plain curtains, as Two-Face said in Batman. Here comes now Rondoletto. He'll be the winner. Lamperti will finish second. Jackson Wade third. Tristan Bruce, I thought he was going to be the Pied Piper to possibly win the race. He'll settle for fourth. Andrew Alzewski fifth. Cody Dodd, Brandon Broadfoot, Michael Larch, Justin Clapper, Brian Chu, your top 10. Poole, Burleson, Garrett, Corner, Merck, Albright, Gagliano, Bobby Grant, your top 18. Rest of the finishing order, if we can get to it, we'll find the drivers of Jacob Reeves, lap down. Brandon Schumann, Jeffrey Johnson, Buzzy Mongold into the top 20. Robert Walton, Matthew Robinson, Richie Joplin, Adam Newton, Jordan Jurassic the pole man, he dropped out. And Shane Trotter as well went out first of the 28 cars. What a race, man. What a race. What an event. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to promote TLC. We're going to promote the NASRA 500. We're going to promote Premier Racing Setups because they make it happen. When we return, we will speak to the podium. Fuel mileage and all, Octavio Rondoletto wins in the NASRA Cup Series at Atlanta.
In a distant kingdom, in a magical realm, there lived people who faced dreadful drainage problems on their lawns. For many years, they suffered from puddles and mud in their yards. Until one day, the saviors from TLC Company appeared with their magical shovels and lifted the wet curse from the kingdom's residents. Forget about puddles and mud. With us, your yard will become a genuine fairy tale nook. Call us right now, and let's transform your drainage concerns into a magical adventure. TLC, where every home becomes a fairy tale.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. You got a outdoor lighting, landscape lighting system. Maybe we installed it. Maybe it was there you inherited in your house and you want to upgrade it. Now's the time to give us a shout. We'll come out and take a look, evaluate what you do have, tell you what you could have. Give us a shout today for all your outdoor lighting needs. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, Bob Carr with TLC. Spring's upon us. If you got a wet yard, it's not going to get any better. Now it's time to give us a call. Let us come out and take a look at your drainage problem in your property. We can get you a solution. The dogs, the kids be tracking in mud. Mom will be mad. So give us a call. Give us a shout today. We'll talk to you soon.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engine!
Here at Virtual Atlanta and the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups is done. Welcome to the post-race wrap-up. And, boy, let's grab the showman. I know he's on camera. Octavio Rondoletto, another win. What a job, man. Congratulations. We were kind of looking at fuel strategy. 0.3 liters is what you literally refer to. And in American gallons, 0.07 gallons is what you had left at the checkered flag. Unbelievable. Did you feel like you could roll the dice? What made you finally decide, I'm not pitting with these guys, Pitt. I'm going to stay out, and you got it. Congratulations.
Hi, Wesley. How Dean? Hello, everybody in the chat. Well, I believe we made the strategy in the beginning of the last stage because we were saving all the stage, even when we were pushing to catch the main group. When we lost the main group, I thought our strategy is done, and we have to to change our mind, but well, keep pushing and try keep doing it. We were saving every lap, and like you said, I finished with 0.3 liters, 0.06 gallons in the tank. I believe my teammate Lautaro finished with 0.0. So it was a winning strategy. I have to say I'm extremely happy to win here because I'm not lucky in super speedways. I only won one time here in Atlanta. I win again, and that's great for me.
By the way, I love it. No fear. No fear. You were seeing on the replay here, the thundering herds coming after you. And you literally are just kind of like in a snail's pace, holding your line below the red line. You're not phased any way at those cars coming past you.
Yeah, I thought I have to finish in the track because I don't want to finish in the apron. I don't know exactly the rules, so save a little more to stay in the track, let the people by in the backstretch, don't cut the track. And yes, I made it. I don't know how I made it. I made it.
I don't know how I made it, D, but I made it. You got anything for Octavio?
I was going to say, mate, you guys were running midfield for practically stage 1, stage 2. I thought, okay, well, maybe this is not the track that suits the two legends there from South America, but somehow along the line, you just outsmarted in the backyard here, the United States of America, the real racing backyard. You just come up there and said, okay, this is how we do it down under of South America in Argentina. Good job. I just outsmarted everybody, mate. Both of you.
Thank you, Dean. Here we took every risk. Like everybody say, South Americans took risks, and I had to take it. I have nothing to win in points, so I had to win the race. I have to win the race.
And you're the 10th different winner. You're the 10th different winner in this series. How cool is that, Octavio?
That's great, because I know this season is going to be really competitive, and I cannot wait to race with the Gen 6. I really love the Gen 6. That's my car. This is great. If you give me the space to say thanks to my team, Flaming Karma Racing, Byte 500, they're watching the race like always too. My family, my dad, my mom, friends, my teammate Lautaro, Jerry, Richie, he was involved in the wreck. Everybody, NASRA, Jackson, congratulations for the podium, Lautaro for the race. He did a great job too. 1-2 for the team.
And don't go anywhere. Octavio is also the he's
Espanol translator. Yes, exactly.
He's the translator for our buddy Latoro Lamperti. We'll talk with him in just a moment. Octavio, I got to ask you though, man. Did you wipe the sweat off your face right there? I know you got a fan behind you. Did you wipe the sweat off your face? Was you sweating bullets there at the end of that race right there?
Oh man, it was wild.
Is it hot over there in Argentina at the moment? Because you're in your summer,
yes.
Us in Australia.
I'm not living in Argentina here. I'm in Uruguay. It's a neighbor.
Oh, you're
neighbor country.
Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah. You're arch rivals when it comes to football, mate. Yeah, exactly. So
Argentina and Australia do not like each other when it comes to rugby, for sure, and soccer, no doubt about it. So, guys, thank you for your time. Latoro, stay with us. Let's get Latoro Lamperti. Octavio's going to translate. Latoro, it's good to grab a word with you again, man. It's been a while since you've been in the podium, but what a solid run here tonight. What'd you think of the NASRA Cup Series?
Bueno, Lauti, bienvenido de nuevo al podio de la NASRA.
Mandarle saludo a todos, la verdad, tremenda carrera. Sufrida.
It's after the race, tremendous race, and he say greetings to everybody.
I'll tell you what, you'll settle for a second. Did you ever think there was a chance when you saw Octavio rolling the dice, stretching the fuel out, that you could possibly run him down? Were you possibly trying to run him down for the victory?
Bueno, Lauti, viendo que estábamos los dos, digamos, al tirar para adelante, estábamos los dos adelante, ¿tuviste chance para llevarte la victoria?
No, no me sobraba nada. No tenía nada de combustible. Pasé la meta con el embrague, si no, no pasaba.
He was barely running out of fuel. He crossed the line
I could
with the
see
clutch on.
that.
He had no chance in that.
Yeah, Wesley, look at him, mate. He's running on vapors there. Go ahead.
We need his camera on.
Yep.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Dean, you got anything for the butcher?
No, I just think another great strategy. The Argentines were working together, so vamos, vamos. You had some fans out there early. Actually, the first person was Martin, and he said vamos.
My God.
Octavio the showman. That means the showman in Espanol. So Latinos, yes, exactly. So Espanol 1-2. Congratulations, gentlemen. Atlanta is yours.
There you go. Sponsors, Latoro, please. Sponsors, thank your sponsors and appreciate you being here.
Bueno, Audi, mandale saludos al sponsor y bueno, también Dean te felicita por la estrategia y que bueno, Español 1-2.
Dale, gracias, felicitar a todos por la victoria y mandarle saludos a todos los que están ahí.
Everything to everybody there and thanks and congratulations to me for the victory.
Enjoy it. I think this is actually the first time ever that we've actually done this with the NASRA Cup Series with the Argentina and the translation of another driver speaking in a different language with the other drivers at the same time. We've done it before in the other NASRA sanctioning groups, but never for the NASRA Cup Series. But thanks again to our buddies from Argentina, Octavio Rondoletto, the showman, the winner here at Atlanta, and Latoro Lamperti, the butcher. He'll finish second. Let's grab our buddy, the TKO kid, Jackson Wade. Jackson's on camera as well. Jackson, you'll finish third. Were you hoping that the Argentinians would come to pit road? Were you thinking they were going to have to pit? I mean, I really was. I thought it was going to open the door for you and Tristan Bruce.
Yeah, honestly, I was a bit confused as how they made it to the finish. I had about, I think, 5 laps that I needed to save after I came down pit road, and I was pretty positive that wasn't possible. So I stuck to our strategy and just didn't work out for the 1-2 for myself and Larch that we would have.
I mean, were you kind of speechless too, Jackson? Were you thinking, guys, pit? When are they going to pit? Okay, are they going to pit? When are they going to pit? They got to pit. When did it become a reality of like these guys aren't stopping?
It really never was. We were confused about what was going on with the iracing ticker because Larch and I thought that we passed everybody that had come out in front of us.
Right.
And once we had found ourselves in the position we were in, we asked one of our teammates in the skies to ask what the leaders were, and they said they're on the apron and they're out of gas. And I was like, okay. First of all, I thought it was illegal for a moment, but then I realized that they were dodging out of the way, not just cutting the apron. But then I realized, okay, I think we've lost.
Wow. Dean, you got anything, boss?
Well, Jackson Wade could 18 positions here, the biggest gainer, as well as Cody not to mention in P6 there. But Jackson, thank you very much for Action Jackson, I call you, because you're always in the right place at the right time there and getting the job done, mate. Yeah, hats off to you, my friend, and the VR seems to be the way to go.
Yeah, Dean, I appreciate it. Yeah, I like the VR. It's definitely been the way to go for me, but action sometimes is a scary thing, so I'll appreciate when I come out on the good side.
Jackson, I got to ask you this question. Segue to thanking your sponsors as well, buddy. You are a winner on this series. There are now 10 winners in 10 races. Did you ever think that we would look at something like this and the competitiveness of this series?
I kind of figured it would be something like this, but every single track I've noticed has a few people that are always up front.
Yeah.
I feel like Cofield is always up front. Larch is always up front. I can be top 10 sometimes, but it is really competitive field. There's nobody that can't win a single race. I mean, given me at Indianapolis, I thought I was going to wreck out on lap 12 whenever I almost died, and then I went and won the race somehow. So anybody can win any race here. It's very competitive, very close.
We're going to Iowa next weekend, obviously. Jackson Wade, thanks for your time, buddy. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors, and we'll see you. We'll see you then.
Yeah, absolutely. IBC, K1 Speed, everybody that's on the car, and my team for always offering a great spot for learning and just being great people there at Mission 1. It's really really great place to be. So
Yeah.
appreciate everybody there and my family, and we'll get them next week at Iowa, hopefully.
We'll see what happens. Iowa Speedway next week will be the place for the C.O.P.S. 175. We're short track racing at Iowa Speedway next Wednesday. Then in 2 weeks at Texas. Then it's the final race of the regular season at Chicagoland. And then the playoffs are on the horizon when it begins on February the 5th in less than a month's time at Daytona for the butt kicker. 250. A matter of fact, by the way, that is during the same time as Speed Weeks for the, of course, NASRA events and the NASRA 500. I think there's a special with that race. That'll be on the February the 5th with the NASRA Cup Series, the butt kicker 250 from Daytona. If I remember correctly, Dean, I'm thinking if I'm correct, February 3rd through the 6th, we have a cup race, and it is with the NASRA Cup Series. I think the winner of the race gets an automatic starting spot in the NASRA 500. I think that's what I was told. Don't quote me on that, but I believe whoever wins this NASRA Cup Series event on February the 5th will be a guaranteed starter in the NASRA 500 on the following Sunday night. So anyhow, there you see the details and the information. February 3rd to the 6th is Speed Weeks, last chance qualifiers, duels, and more. And the 500, the Great American Sim Race, presented by Glass Mechanic, will be on February the 8th. By the way, that's the old logo. You need to refix that and put the new logo up. Do you have the new logo? Can you show that real quick?
Well, of course, we'll just go for 2 seconds for the promotional video, and then we'll be back to wrap it all up there. 1 second there.
Because there is a badass-looking logo to promote the NASRA 500, and we'll talk about that, and we'll come right back. So just give us a moment.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
We're back live, and we're not. We were just talking in the green room about we're not going to do that again, are we? There, Wesley. So poor Jake.
Yeah, y'all got that in real time. I'm never ever going to try to interview somebody in real time when they're racing.
Yeah.
Every time something happens. But anyhow, there's a look at the results, and obviously, as you've seen, the NASRA 500, the Great American Sim Race, presented by the Glass Mechanic. That'll be, of course, on February the 3rd to the 8th. And I'm exhausted, Dean. I need a night off, and I'll come back with you guys at Nashville on Friday. But, buddy, your take of Atlanta. What a great race. What great strategy. I did not expect the finish that we did. Congratulations, though, to the showman, Octavio Rondoletto.
Yep, the ServPro 225 wasn't a caution fest there. We had good stage breaks there. We had green flag racing all the way through, actually. Only one caution, I believe, during the whole race, which we were live in the cockpit riding shotgun with Jacob with. And we won't do that again, as we mentioned. But that strategy towards the end was absolutely amazing there, Wesley, as to be expected. So, 2025 has bring a huge amount of entertainment right at the very end here on the NASRA 360 network. There's something else I wanted to say off the top of my head, but I couldn't quite get it out there because I think you're right, mate. It's time for a lay down. We're exhausted. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Wesley, let's wrap it up, mate. Oh, that's right. It was about I got shocked by you know what we're talking about there. Wesley's gonna take his puppy out there for a little bit of shock treatment later on. Anyway, that's it. That's what I wanted to end with.
You're horrible. You're horrible. Oh, my goodness. Well, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to Iowa Speedway for the C.O.P.S. 175 next week, Texas, Chicago, final 3 races of the regular season. Don't forget to join us for the next NASRA broadcast on Friday night. Jacob Reeves, myself, Dean Hopton, will be in the booth for the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as the playoffs continue towards a championship and the NASRA Cup Series on Friday night. We look forward to bringing it to you. Don't forget also, we're back in action next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday for the following week, as a lot of things are going on. New season, new kickoffs, and most importantly, the course NASRA 5 to the NASRA 250 at Daytona to kick off the new season for the DSR Electric Truck Series on Monday. Xfinity playoffs continue for the Blanchard Show and NASRA Xfinity Series. NASRA Cup playoffs on the horizon, and obviously the C.O.P.S Truck Series. All of that coming up here this weekend and next weekend. Holidays, Christmas, New Year's are over, and we are in full swing, no doubt. For everybody behind NASRA, thanks again as always to Brady LaBeouf as well as Cody Knott, TJ Moore, usually the race director, as well as Robert Richards. For Dean Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations to Octavio Rondoletto, the showman, showing us how to save fuel here in Atlanta. He wins tonight in the ServPro 225 for the NASRA Cup Series, presented by TLC and Premier Racing Setups. We'll see you next Wednesday night at Iowa.